everyone. That was weird. Hi. Um, I'm going to make another video about what I love to talk about, and that is the power of your subconscious mind. Here I go again. It's been a while since I've made a video about it, um, about talking about this topic, but I feel called to do so. So let's get started. If you're new here, my name's Celeste, also known as Celestial Goddess. I talk about all things mental health, spirituality, law of attraction, manifestation, uh, motivation, anything of that nature. If that speaks to you, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe so you don't miss weekly motivation and growth tools. I need you guys to remember that everything that is in our outer reality is because we have a belief in our subconscious mind that this is what we deserve, this is what we're worthy of, this is how life is, whatever it may be. That is why your life is at like where it's at right now. And I've talked about this before, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I will continue to talk about it because sometimes people need to hear things in different ways to get it. And sometimes it helps me realize different things each time I talk about it. So I'm helping you, you're helping me, we're helping each other. So if you struggle with romance and you struggle to find a partner, or you just pick crappy partners, there is a belief in your subconscious mind that you are not worthy of a partner that's going to give you X, Y, and Z, or you're not worthy of a safe, healthy love. Now, this can be very subconscious. You may be looking at me saying, "That's not true. I know I'm worthy." Da 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 da. But it may be so subconscious. There's a bug. That may be so subconscious that it stems mostly from your childhood. Either you had a you viewed a unhealthy relationship growing up, and you inherently believe that is how a relationship is supposed to look like. You maybe were never taught self-worth, self-love, so that's showing up in your romantic relationships because how can someone love you if you don't love yourself? Now, I am a big believer. You can not fully love yourself, but still be in a healthy relationship and love each other. And you can learn to love yourself along the way or love yourself to an extent. If you have problems finding romantic relationships, keeping a healthy connection, whatever it may be, you have a subconscious belief that's hindering you. And the thing with subconscious beliefs is they can be difficult to change because they're embedded in your mind. And usually you can change them when you're in a relaxed state. So, like before you go to sleep, but not when you're asleep, because when you're asleep, you're out for the count. So, it's like that gray area between right before you're knocked out and like when you're fully awake. Now, your conscious beliefs, like you can consciously tell yourself, "I'm worthy, I want healthy love," and all that. But that's conscious. Sub is under. So, what is the underlying beliefs that you have? Another example, you can tell yourself every single day that you are abundant and you are rich. But if in your waking life you have bills and you're in super debt and you don't have a job that's paying you anymore and you just can't seem to make it, then you have a subconscious belief that you're not you're not rich. And at that point, you're kind of lying to yourself, and your subconscious beliefs know that. It knows that. It knows that you're not rich because you still live in paycheck to paycheck and all that stuff, right? So finances can be really hard too. And a lot of people, I'm bringing these two up because a lot of people have trouble with romance and finances. And those are difficult subconscious beliefs to change, especially if you are telling yourself you're rich, you're abundant, but still you're seeing in your waking life that you're not. Then that's like you're lying to yourself. And sometimes the universe keeps bringing you that you're not abundant because you know that you're not. So, what a lot of people try to help with this, and which is what I would suggest is start very minimal. Like, try to budget as best you can, but like, instead of telling yourself I'm rich, I'm abundant, say I am abundant in life. I am abundant in food. I am abundant in health. Things that you really are abundant in, because then you're going to say, like, it's going to shift your mind into thinking you're lying to yourself to like, oh wait, no, you are abundant in health. You are abundant in food. You are abundant in love. And then it could go from all of that to, I do have enough to pay for my rent. Okay, like some would say that's abundant, that's rich, because some people don't have enough to pay for their rent. Some people are homeless. So it's starting with something that your subconscious mind can believe. And even with romance, maybe it's not, I can find a healthy love tomorrow. No, maybe it's, I will love myself enough to know that I will be loved in the future. That can change your mind from thinking, no one's ever going to love me, to, hey, maybe I can love myself enough to feel whole and complete, and maybe someone will come along. It's literally like slowly changing those subconscious beliefs because they may have been there for so long. So, your subconscious beliefs create your reality. And it is almost like a, it's like an eye opener and an epiphany that, like, we have the power, but it's also a little bit frustrating because it's not that easy to change. You can't just be like, let me write down 10 times I'm abundant and then I'm going to have $1 million tomorrow. Like, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I've tried doing that and it doesn't work like that. But there are still things you can do to help and change your reality. That's why vision boards are really great, because you have a picture. Visualization is a huge and amazing way to change your subconscious beliefs. Visualizing and feeling the feeling, because your imagination does not know the difference between something real and something that you've imagined. It Your mind takes it as real, even if it's in your mind. It'll be like, "Oh, I imagined that," but it's going to believe it's real if you feel it. So that's why a lot of people use visualization to manifest, because that can be faster than doing the work of like changing your subconscious beliefs, like deep down to the root. But visualizing is a way of putting things into your subconscious mind to be true. I've talked about that too, visualization. There's so many different methods and ways to manifest. Like, this all goes together. Like, honestly, this is my bread and butter. Your subconscious beliefs create your reality. You can manifest by changing your subconscious beliefs. You can manifest anything. Your subconscious beliefs are usually stemming from your childhood, which you could have childhood trauma, things like that, which ultimately affect like your mental health. And that's why I talk about mental health too, because it's all like in the mind, and your mind is so powerful. We have the power. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I hope that this opened your mind up a little bit to how we have the power. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.